But first, let's go ahead and get to let's go ahead and start this podcast off with Zelda right away. We have some rumors. Now, let's actually start with this. Your video today, you dropped the video on your YouTube channel, and you talked about the quote-unquote real Nintendo Switch rumors, kind of taking shots of
I'm not. No. Now hold on. Don't you put words in my mouth. I'm not taking shots at anybody. I'm just saying it's bullshit and most of it's fake. I didn't say anybody's name.
You did say certain faceless creators. I mean, that's a little bit of a shot to those.
All I said is Jeff Grubb is not some faceless person on Twitter. He's credible. That's all I said.
Sources that you can actually trust, basically.
To me, looking through all the stuff that we've got in the last couple months, this is the stuff that's like, okay, this is coming from a real place. This is something that you can look at and take, with more than, as the saying goes, which I hate, more than just a grain of salt. Twilight Princess and the Windwaker. These two Zelda games are still coming this year. He said he believes they're coming in October, which honestly, think about it. That sounds about right. I mean, it makes sense. October for a port, you're right kind of outside of that holiday, like November area where you really want to drop those big games, but still kind of right there. You know what I mean? You're like right in the middle of that area, but not taking up like, you're not riding shotgun on the holiday season. You know what I mean? But you're still there. You're in the car. That's all that matters. For sure.
Yeah, I think October seems kind of likely. If there's going to be Zelda at this point, we're about to hit June in just a few days. So like October at this point makes a lot of sense. And we probably would be seeing an announcement relatively soon. I mean, when did I know Skyward Sword was announced in the July Direct. But when was June? I'm sorry, June Direct. When was the game actually released? September? October's just one more month after that. And this is 2 games. No,
that's what I'm saying. So, and we've talked about this. I told you, I don't even remember where I got this information, but as far as porting a game from the Wii U to the Switch, it's like a month for a decent sized team to do it. It's a month. Like it's not like it's huge work. And I don't think they have to worry about getting it done. I think it's been done since 2020. Honestly, I think these are games that were held back when they had a 35th anniversary for Zelda celebration planned. I think these two games were going to drop. I think they got held back because obviously, Breath of the Wild 2, they're working on it. We got this pandemic stuff going on. Who knows how long it's going to last? Yeah. You hold these two games back right there. If you want to release them together, you can. If you don't, you've just saved yourself 2 years right there. You've got 2022. You've got 2023 if you need it. Yep. Depending on what you're looking at, they don't need 2023 now. We're going to get Breath of the Wild 2 then. So these could come out as a double pack this year. Easy. Why not? I guarantee they're done. There's probably more than that done, but I think these are the ones people want most. And I think right now Nintendo doesn't need much more this year. It's pretty stacked. It's set up perfect for either Wind Waker or Twilight Princess or both.
You make a really good point in your video where you talk about the fact that this will be a second port. We had the original games come out, and then they were ported to the Wii U as the HD versions. So they're ready. They're ready to go. Theoretically, image quality wise, they're already upscaled. They just need to be. It's a lot simpler of a port because they're not going to do any more upscaling. It's good to go. It just needs to be however they do the situation where the code of the game make it work with the Switch. I assume that's a pretty simple process in terms of all these professionals who've been doing it for as long as they have.
Well, and you can see like they were talking about the game that they built for the Wii U, Breath of the Wild. I don't even know where I think I saw it in somebody's video. They were referencing some investors meeting or something where they were talking about Breath of the Wild going to both systems when the Switch released.
Yeah.
They literally had to do almost nothing to Breath of the Wild. It just ran. It was made for the Wii U, but to get it to the Switch, they literally had to do nothing. They said before they even optimized it, it was already running better than it was on the Wii U.
That means the Switch and the Wii U, like some are pretty similar in terms of their capabilities.
Yeah, like just the architecture is very close. Yeah, well, and they didn't even, I don't even think, from what I understand, what I saw, it wasn't even really planned that way for it to be so close, but they worked.
Fat Switch.
Yeah. So you're talking about a port of one of these games. At this point, yeah, like you said, if they come to the Switch, they're ports of ports. They've been ported twice. I can understand, it's Nintendo. The Wii U bombed. They made these amazing games. They sit there. Nobody buys them. I understand charging $60 for them when you port them to the Switch because you're trying to get your money back.
Yeah.
Like you put so much into these games, you probably didn't even break even on some of them. Mario Kart 8, they just made it Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, moved it from the Wii U to the Switch. Best selling game on the system. Still selling.